Hey, Mike Pehanich with Small Waters Fishing today, and we're with one of the best known men in the industry today, Terry Brown with Wired2Fish. And Terry, we're going to talk a little bit today about habitat. And I know you've helped to enhance habitat on a couple of your local lakes.
What we do, Mike, is it's very simple. Sometimes, you know, these lakes, as they get older and they mature, they lose all the structure that they have. And what we've decided to do, we've done some vegetation projects, which you'll see on the lakes that we go to today. But when you look at the stuff that we do, we basically use a 5-gallon bucket and use hedge. Osage-orange, a lot of people call it. What it is just a bucket structure. I can't take credit for it because Ray Scott's the guy who kind of came up with this, or pickle barrels he calls them. But what we do is we're able to sink these. They last a long time. I season them a little bit outside, so when they're put in the water, they do better. We've also got some spawning structures that we built out of 50-gallon drums.
Let's take a close look at these. Go ahead, Terry.
Well, the 50-gallon drums, what we do is we put concrete in the bottom of them, then we put pea gravel, then we put a cross member in them, Mike. And what that does, it allows them to spawn. And we found that these fish really spawn well in them, and because they're black, they generate heat, and they're able to get, you know, in shallow water, the fish are able to spawn in them. And then I think we've put about 75 or 80 of them in our local lakes, so they seem to be doing well, and we're seeing good populations of fish as a result.
Now, you mentioned that they're black and that they absorb heat. Have you noticed any impact on that? I mean, does that help to sustain when they're on the verge of spawning, keeping them on those beds where they might?
I think so. In cold front conditions, you do, but they also, because they're black, they also get a lot of slime on them. You know, we've got that Illinois slime weed, snot moss, whatever you want to call it. And they will do that, so we have to kind of make sure that we kind of keep them cleaned off at the fall, when the water goes down a little bit. These lakes that we're going to go to today, Mike, are water lakes for the city of Bloomington. And what they do is that they go down in the fall, just like they have a natural drawdown in a lot of the big impoundments. Well, these small lakes do that, but it's because of using the water all summer. And we get them, we pull them back out, clean them off, put them back in again, and it seems to do okay with that. But yeah, I think it helps a little bit because we've tried the white ones. They seem to spawn more in the black ones, if you can believe that. I don't know why. I guess fish have a way of doing it their own way. But the thing that's important, I think, for folks to know is that you can improve your lakes by just doing a little bit of habitat work. And the thing you have to do is get permission. You know that, Mike. I mean, you can't just go in and throw a bunch of junk in your lake. You need to go get permission.
Yeah.
So, you know, do that, work with your county officials or your state officials or whoever it may be that runs the lake, and make sure you get permission to do that.
Good. Great tips there. Thank you, Terry.